Morning, guys. Excuse me for I'm laying in bed. I woke up like an hour or two ago and I've just been in bed. But I want to do an eat week and I'm reframing it. Let's say that. Yeah. I just have some goals and stuff. So I gotta be a bit more oomph with it and more specific. And more mindful. So yeah, let's get into it.
Maybe the biggest blueberries I've ever seen, but I'm gonna eat a couple and then go for a walk.
Okay, so I'm gonna be a little vulnerable right now. I have gained a bit of weight, which is funny because it's like after the holidays. So it's a bit strange how that works out. But yeah, I don't know. I think partially, I weighed myself this morning. Partially, I think it's because I'm feeling period symptoms, but I don't like to really keep that in my mind too much just because I don't know. It feels a bit like a thing you can keep saying as an excuse, but if you keep seeing it rising, then it's like you can't use that as an excuse, right? But yeah, and don't get me wrong, I'm still in nice range, but I want to lose more, so that's just the opposite of what I want, you know. And yesterday I went to this modeling and photographer networking event. It was the first one I've ever been to, and as you can probably assume from that, I'm considering getting into modeling a bit, even if it's just for fun. But when you see yourself on the camera, and even with YouTube, and I see myself on the camera, you know, it's easier to pinpoint where you like to change things. But even aside from that, just a broader theme of this year is doing what I can to just better myself, and whatever will bring me more opportunities, whether those opportunities be off my looks, my smarts, my wit, whatever. So, you know, that's why I want to read more. I want to get more flexible, continue my fitness. I did acquire some jobs, but, you know, they're temporary because it's not necessarily what I want to do in my field, but I'm always willing to learn. And, you know, looks are a part of things that can give you opportunities. You know, this is a shallow world, whether we want to admit that or not. It's subconscious, it's conscious. So we all judge somewhat based off appearance, you know. It's not the first thought that matters, it's the second one though. So obviously you shouldn't discriminate or anything. And I definitely don't agree with body shaming or anything of the sort. But even with yourself, you may have a higher opinion of yourself when you look a certain way, even if it's just something as simple as brushing your teeth versus not doing it. So, you know, can you really blame yourself or other people? But yeah, so that definitely plays a part. So why not give yourself every opportunity to improve or have opportunities? That's just my opinion. Because life's too short to not do anything that you may want to do, and just see how it is. Especially because when you look at videos of people being like, oh, how people treated me before and after weight loss, and it's always better. It's usually only worse because of jealousy or something along those lines, or if you're doing it in a unhealthy way. But let's be for real, if you look a certain way, people don't really care if you're doing it in an unhealthy way, especially because when they ask, usually it's like, oh, what's the secret? They don't want to hear, oh, I just worked out more and ate right, you know, da da da. Like, they don't even want to hear the healthy ways most of the time. So let's just keep it a buck. But yeah, I'm taking a little walk. Yeah, I haven't been to the gym either in a while. I mean, I want to say a week or so ago, but that's like one out of the few weeks that I haven't had a membership or anything like that. So I have been doing my challenges and other stuff, but I can definitely still up my activity levels. Or it's like my eating, because I'm eating good, you know, but maybe it's just a bit much, or some things that are good for you are still like high in calories and whatnot. So you still have to be careful with that. So, you know, the avocados, the peanuts, things along that line. So, yeah, that's just a little update for me, but it's a bit chilly. I'm gonna continue this walk with my hands in my pockets. But I'll catch you guys when I have my first official meal. I'm having the squawking goat from, I'll put it on the screen. I think this is a maple biscuit or something place with this bowl of fruit. I'm only gonna eat about half because on the website I think it was like around 900 something. Like, isn't that crazy? This one biscuit, it's already like around 900, and that's a lot of your daily calorie intake, so you gotta be mindful. Back on an apple. I'm about to go drop these books off. My stepdad, he offered me a smoothie. I think it had like banana, strawberry, walnuts, almond milk. It was pretty good, not as sweet as usually is. I think he said he added honey, but not as much as he usually does. So yeah, but I'm gonna go. I didn't even finish any of the books. I finished like most of one, but I don't know, I have a bad habit of not finishing. As soon as I get bored, I'm just like, yeah, I guess I'm not finishing that show, movie, book. I'd say that this is a decently typical day of me eating. Aside from what I have from breakfast, I don't actually eat out super often, and when I do, it's because it's like a communal event kind of thing. I mostly eat at home, especially since I've moved back, and my go-to is just a simple salad with my leftovers. This is from an Indian restaurant that I went to after the modeling event, actually, and they always give you such a big portion that you can easily make it around 2 meals. And it's so quick just to throw it on top of a bed of lettuce, get more greens in, and make it more satiating and filling, especially if you are the type of person who still wants to eat carbs and all that. I think this is such an easy way to be able to do that. And I usually put on balsamic vinegar. It's my go-to. I do not like it when it's drenched in any sort of sauce, though. I'm a sauce girl, but not that much of a sauce girl. And it was so good. Yum. That's like a little lamb thing. And then I had this dessert I found a while ago. I've been eating it for like 2 days. It's like a strawberry shortcake. That's all. Bye.